Hi everybody, it's the Varangian Gamer here. Welcome back to the channel. Of course, we're in CK3 and yes, we're still in the Danelaw. And it's the ongoing battle between me and my microphone, which seems to be the biggest theme of my initial attempts at streaming some gaming content. Um, Yeah, I mean, I've just been doing a few tests now, and for some reason, it's kind of recording really loudly. I've got the gain turned down. I honestly don't know what I'm doing, clearly. If nobody's found that out over the last 16, 17 episodes, then yeah, I don't know which one you've been watching. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. I was completely bemused last time. The crackling and the static seemed to kick in previously in and around 40 minutes times of recording, and so that's why I decided to kind of shorten the episodes a little bit, keep them down to about 25, 30 at max. Yeah, and then the last one, it started being staticky about 15, 16 minutes in. The only thing I've done differently today, well, yeah, the only thing I've done differently today, I think I mentioned I'd tried various new cables before. Um, the cable that came with the microphone, it's a Blue Yeti microphone, by the way. I got it off eBay. Seemed to work fine. Came with the cable, as I say. I think I mentioned it's got a bit of a bend in the jack. I think that's what you call it. It's quite a long one. I'd say what, possibly a meter. And I'd had it all coiled up and twisted around. Can that do anything? Can that cause interference? I've got it all nicely, kind of as best I can anyway. You know, there's no coils in it. It's spread out across a table, loops from the microphone out and around, and comes back in to the computer. As I say, it seems to be really loud. I've got the gain so far down. Yeah, doesn't seem to do anything. So whether that's improved its performance, I don't know. But anyway, we'll give it another go because look, I've enjoyed doing this. I know that there's a couple of people who really do watch, and I'm really grateful for those. Um, they regularly comment and give me a little bit of advice as well, and that's also appreciated too. Um, and I understand it's early days. I've not been able to stick to a schedule. That's partly because of it being summer, going away on holiday, work being quite busy, and just kind of finding the time and the space to do this. Various renovations going on here at home as well. No way did I ever start this off by thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to have thousands of subscribers and hundreds and thousands of hours of views. That's not really what I've done it for. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing it. But what's frustrating me is just not being able to do it or not being able to get the audio right. That's the thing that's bugged me. I kind of talk into this as I'm doing now, just rambling away. But for me, quite enjoy it. If nobody can hear what I'm actually saying, I might as well just do it all silently. I started this one off on an Iron Man as well. So, once the 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, hour of recording has passed, that's it. It's gone. I can't go back to the save before it. So, all the static has to stay with this. If I did new ones, maybe I wouldn't do it on Iron Man, and I'd record, see what happened during the recording, and do I need to restart the episode, which is something that I could do if I wasn't on Iron Man. One of the other options is editing. So, maybe record it without the microphone in, just get the game sounds, the audio from the game, and commentate over it, because that would be in short bursts of recordings. Okay, so here we are. We took this castle without any trouble, or a plague came and took us. So you're recording for just short periods of time. I don't know. I don't know what to do for the best. There's some really cool content coming out for CK3, or what I think looks really cool. Well, one thing that is really cool is that on the Game of Thrones mod, dragons are released, and I've really enjoyed looking into that and testing it out a little bit and playing with it, and I'd love to kind of bring one of those saves to the channel. Unfortunately, it looks like the mod won't be compatible with the Castamere start that I made. I have full intention of going back to it. I hope the mod might have worked, and maybe the Reigns of Castamere could have somehow obtained a dragon egg and yes, defeated the Lannisters in that way. But it looks like it's broken he's broken the save, so that looks like that one's going to have to stop anyway. And then within CK3 itself, we've got the landless. We've got an update coming. I think it's on 23rd, 24th, 25th September. Landless characters and the Byzantine upgrade, both of which I was really looking forward to playing, and I would love to have kind of brought some of that to channel as well. But yeah, it just gets a bit demoralising, and I feel like I'm, for the people who are watching, who come back regularly, I feel bad that I can't get this sorted out. And obviously, anybody who just clicks on a new recording without kind of catching all my ramblings in the past, they're going to get halfway through it and see what's going on with this. The statics, the audio's terrible. Obviously, at some point I could get a new microphone. I'm still just not convinced whether it's the microphone or whether it's something I'm doing, but ultimately I didn't pay huge amounts for this one. I honestly don't think there was anything wrong with it. I think if anything, I might have potentially broken it. But yeah, am I into this enough to fork out for a brand new one? Well, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, enough of that. That's 8 minutes. I might, if you've got this far, whether you've read the audio description, the video description, I might say actual game starts at roughly 9 minutes. So yeah. Anyway, so thanks for listening to me through there. So yeah, we've got a new queen, because yes, we had a queen for the first time, and let's just check. Yeah, she died under mysterious circumstances, so it wasn't a plague or an illness. Yes, I wonder if we will find out what those mysterious circumstances were. So we've got Skuld in charge. No, we haven't. That was Skuld. We've got Aslaug in charge now. This game does throw a lot of plagues at you, and yes, there is. Oh, nearby. Luckily, not in our realm yet. Although it's starting. It's on the mainland. So that could come. And yes, maybe we should have a physician. We don't have a physician in place, and I think as think it was Epic Burrito, thanks for your comment. It's always worth having a physician, and we've got a couple who are average. So I think let's appoint somebody now. So yeah, we could put them to control plays. Obviously, we've got a low income at the moment because all our soldiers, all our armies are raised. Yeah, so it's only another 0.2. So let's put it on there. Let's see, excuse me, if we can avoid some of the worst impacts. We are assisting, I think it's my husband, in a war against the Kingdom of Sweden. My sensible liege, I have arrived to pay homage. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honour. Gold would have been nice, but never mind, Countess Elenian. We will take your oath of submission. How close? We are pretty close, or he is pretty close. I think perhaps one more successful siege could do it. Let's see if we can fight off those raiders and 8 months to siege this down. He's hardly got any army left, so hopefully the 8 months or the siege to do it. The other war, we've yes, so we are losing to the Great Pox, but it's not saying we have any plague in our area anymore. Our other war, or the other war that we are involved in, sparked from Skuld's alliance or marriage to the youthful King of Denmark, and he's not found a new betrothal. We are married, obviously, as we are fighting in our husband's war, but there's an opportunity perhaps to set him aside and marry the young King of Denmark and have little princes and princesses together, and maybe unite the two realms at some point. That's something that that Aslaug could do. But champion practice. The clanging of mail and the clashing of swords rings in my ears as my champions practice their arms. There can be little rest for them, for as soon as the bell is rung to signal the end of the mock melee, the stable doors are opened. It is time to bring out the mounts. Today we are going field riding. Earl Selif glances at the mud fields at the bottom of the hill. These could serve as the outline of the enemy army, he says. I inform my champions I inspect the battle line, preparing them for the strategy at hand. I should cut off diagonally and lead the champions into the flanks. Yeah, I would gain 1 martial lifestyle perk. Or I go with the charge and get the aggressive attacker trait. 25% enemy casualties, fatal casualties. We will charge. The fury of beasts. I heft my axe and lead the riders in a mad dash down the hill. However, among all the seeming chaos of shifting armour, raised weapons and battle cries, there is a plan. As we smash into the imaginary army on the field below, it's really good fighting in the imaginary army, isn't it? It always tends to go quite well. Every soldier finds their place in our line, ready in strikes, falling back, twisting the reins and leaping back into the fray. We will rush over our enemies like a force of nature, and they will break like a tree before the tempest. We will cut down every last imaginary man in our path. Yes, empty council position. Chancellor. We'll go with Reeve Gettier of Doncaster. We're above our domain limit at the moment as well. Ooh, we've got a good ransom there. Yeah, we will do that. None of the war score is coming from prisoners. We will take 100 gold, please. Wow, that's a poison chalice, eh? He was only in for a few days. Well, the new Reeve of Doncaster is even better. See how long you last. How is the siege going? We are very close. We also gained 105 new taxes as well, or gold from tax. Not joining an army when the war is about to be won. There we go, so be it. So, war won. Consideration to make. How much do we love our husband? Well, he's got a very good opinion of us. Isn't he short? He's a short man. I mean, Queen Aslaug is a formidable warrior. She's got great prowess. She's a shield maiden. Athletic. Now got that aggressive attacker trait as well. He is the King of Sweden. Why is his heir? Oh, is it done through the? Yeah, through a vote, isn't it? Shall we head up to Iceland and help Denmark in their? Well, we'll head that way. See what happens. They escaped. Where are they escaping to? Oh, they are joining an army there. Let's think about landing on that side of the of Scotland, so we can potentially avoid the recently disembarked penalties. So there is a nearby plague. We have a revolt to the vile Queen Aslaug. Who's this? Leader Senwolf of the populist uprising. We will not stand for your vile oppression of good Anglo-Saxon Catholics any longer. Our time is now at hand. With St. George guiding us, we will rise up and free ourselves from your heathen rule. How dare you? Now hold on, what if I adopted your ways instead, converting to Catholicism? Well, that's something that has been mentioned previously as something that could be quite useful to do, or sensible to do. And historically, some of the Viking invaders did convert to Christianity. Something that I always wanted to try to avoid, even though this is supposed to be a character-driven playthrough. Well, I'm not going to say that. Fine, I have no need for such quarrelsome subjects, because that's just giving them the counties they want. You want freedom, you shall have it in death. Calm, brave, patient. So it doesn't have a major religious zealous or, but I really wanted to kind of keep Asatru as the faith. So you want freedom, you shall have it in death. Rally the troops. Therefore I will probably abandon helping Denmark for the time being. Still got to go all the way around. Is that not? It's not quicker to. Maybe that would have been better since I've just taken a. Who's gone? Oh, it wasn't Reeve of Doncaster this time. I think Jarl Colby, he's a powerful vassal, and 16's not a bad score for a marshal, so yes, we shall. Let's see if we can catch these here. We can. That's one rebel army dealt with. It's quite a sizable one down there. We're probably not going to catch them. They're all going to join together. 2,500. I'm going to go for it because I've got the 500 allies seem to be following me. And one swift battle. Okay, so Denmark won anyway. Didn't need our help. But we still got some prestige, so fair enough. And now the revolt has been won as well. He's good, isn't he? We will enforce the demands and disband our armies. And let's have a look at negotiating his release. He has to convert. He doesn't want to because he's zealous. In that case, he will be sacrificed. Bye bye, revolter. Revolting revolter. So that's seems to have brought peace back to the realm. We have plagues, the Lennoxonian pox, just outside the borders of our realm, but not far away. Or we can determine the personal deity, of course. Oh no, we've already got the devotee of Ulla, so we did do that. Do we want to change? Devotee of Ulla is the marshal. No, I think she's a martial kind of character. So that stays. There's still another dangerous faction. And more, oh no, that's the one that we've just defeated, I was going to say. More Anglo-Saxon populists. Not as popular as the other. Lots of, oh, our vassals. These are vassals who, I'm assuming they are. These are the vassals who were part of the uprising. We can't revoke their titles at the moment. But if I pass limited crown authority, I can. And I can take all those titles and give them to dedicated followers of Odin. Yes, I think that might be what I shall do. Pass limited crown authority. Pass the law. So I might do that in between recordings to try to keep this down to 25 minutes. Because at the end of the day, it's mostly realm admin. And I will... Well, only 2 of them actually look like they're vassals, so I will revoke their titles and put loyal Asartruians, if that's the right word, if that's the right adjective, in place. The others I may ransom or execute. Either way, we'll either get 30 gold or the satisfaction of having 3 sacrifices. So we'll draw it to a close. Yeah, again, sorry for the previous issues of poor audio. Let's see how this one's recorded. I will find out in a few seconds' time and see whether it recorded quite nicely. The only other thing, just quickly to say, is I recorded those 3 episodes that I posted recently back to back. Obviously with a break in between, so I recorded for 25-30 minutes, stopped, recorded another episode of 25-30 minutes, they seemed to work okay, stopped, recorded the 3rd episode, and then that's when the issues kind of happened. I suppose one of the other things I could try is just recording a 30-minute episode. Can the cumulative impact... I don't know. I mean, there's just so many different things that I don't know whether it's going to have an impact or not. But we'll draw this one to a close, and I might just record this today. I might see if I can find time. Because it's so short, I could possibly do one in, say, my dinner hour from work tomorrow, perhaps. Just do another recording and then do all the, other bits onto YouTube later in the evening. So we'll draw this one to a close. Thanks for joining me. I can't really ask you to like and subscribe. I don't feel like it's warranted or deserved at the moment, but any support given is greatly appreciated. And maybe I'll see you again. If I do, or even if I don't, just look after yourselves, and cheers.